minus 258 equals $104.50 times x minus 2. Distribute. This is like the NASA patch problem yesterday. Oh. So now moving into step 3 of getting my distribute. $209. Did you get 209 too? Did you distribute? Did you do that yet? I had to wait. Did you distribute? Did you get 209? I'll move this in a moment. Let me just get the answer up here. Next, I would add 258 to both sides. And my solution, $104.50 per day. I am going to move it in just a second. Plus 209, 49. Okay. Let me just boot this on the video. That's all they need to know. Yeah, get into focus, start looking at it. I got a couple more things to put in there. Did I just put test grades in yesterday for you guys? I did in my other classes, so you guys are waiting on that. Actually, I put yours and your makeup one in. I got your email. Thank you. Feel free to email me. That usually works. Because I'm like, my computer, I can click it. Alright, so what this tells me is this Airbnb is $104.50 every day. There's a $49 processing fee. So that's an initial fee that happens once, and then it doesn't matter if I spend 10, 20, 8, 7 days there, that $49 just happens in the beginning. Okay. If a renter has $1,200, how many days can they rent the house? I'm gonna let you guys get some check on this. Try to figure out 1,200. How many days? What would you do if this is like an exam question? I'm gonna plug in like solve it, but you guys can just get some check. Yeah, good answer. Yeah, just kind of follow the pattern. It's 800, 1,200, so that's how it. It's gotta be more than 8, right? Because 8 is 8 plus. I'm gonna think about it like math-minded. If I say 10 days, if I put a 10 in here for X, that's gonna move my decimal one place over. That's about $1,000. Plus 49 is about 1,050. So that's pretty close. Maybe it's about 10 days. Maybe it's about 11 days. Start putting in 11 and see what we get. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my algebra because I mean that's what I do. But 1,200 would be the total cost. That's as much as they have to spend. And the equation solves for total cost. This is total cost here. So algebraically, what we're supposed to teach you instead of just guessing and checking is if I wanted to shortcut right to the answer, I'll just set the equation equal to 1200. And then I'll do opposite operations to solve. So I took the y out, and I put how much money I have in, $1,200. And now I just opposite operations to get there. They're 1151. $11. It's just a little bit off. Okay. Yeah.
Won't be like 12 days if you're like, or it'd be like 11 days if you're rounding. You just can't buy like one part of the day.
Well, you sure can't afford 12. So you'll have to go down to 11. If you don't have enough for 12, the person's not going to let you do it. Like, no, you're short. You can check out after 11 if you do extra money. So, I'm going to stay with an awesome vacation budget of $1,200. Hopefully it's vacation. The renter can stay 11 days. That's a long vacation. Maybe it's a work trip instead of a vacay. All right, let's look at your assignment. When you're done, write your complete sentence answer. You guys are worked on page 320 yesterday. So open your book to page 320. Who was asking? All right. Numbers 17 to 20. Yeah, they do rewrite it on page. I didn't know. No, someone just left. JC's still gonna go. Someone else already asked. I said you were third. Yeah. Alright, here's the exam 19. What I'd love to know is, did you get your slope right? First off, did you find slope? Did you show the work for slope? Did you do the first step? Did you try plugging in a point slope form? Did you put any effort at all into these 4-step problems? No.
No.
Okay. Excited about your 3-day weekend tomorrow.
No. I have I have a genuine question for you guys. Are you slow?
Didn't you ask me the same question like 2 days ago?
Did he ride short bus? That just told me he ride short bus. Yeah. My knees out so that big. It's a two-seater. Just ask if there were buses. Yeah. That I got.
Anybody have a question about 18 or 19? You have a question? No? Alright, let's look at 20. 20 was difficult. Travis called that out. We got fractions. Wait, is this the one? Yeah, the slope comes out to be negative 3 over 5. If you want to make that negative 0.6, you can. But then, yeah, I think it'll work out with negative 0.6. Did anybody do it with negative 0.6? And it worked out for you? No? Okay. Winter, do you want to take a picture since you were absent? You don't have to, but only if it'll help. I know some people were like, well, if I take a picture, I'll just copy it and never learn it. So I get that. You do. So you're down with the point slope form. Good. Because we're moving on. We're still using it today, but we're going to advance forward. Nobody has any questions? So I guess we're waiting for me to move on. I have a handout for you.
Oh, I'll take that. Give me a handout. What? Um, look like somebody's grandma.
watch this. You guys, this is yeah. I sent you there.
What handout is it?
Did you ask
Wait. Am I?
Oh. Yeah. Landon had extra. There's still not enough. How many more you guys need? Two more? Pass that back, please. Oh. Good direction. Muy bien. It did look like a whole new handout. If you hadn't looked at it. How's that? It's pretty good. Alright guys, so I'm really sorry, but it looks like the P was hole punched. We're talking about parallel and perpendicular lines. There's not a whole lot of practice or anything on here. There's a couple of practice questions, but this is mostly just like an introduction. I want you guys to keep this in your folder so you remember parallel, perpendicular lines. Let's go. Parallel. Alright, if you want to get a highlighter and highlight same slope. Two non-vertical and non-horizontal lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. Parallel means same slope. Vertical lines are parallel and so are horizontal lines. Take a look at these. This is line 1 and this is line 2. They are parallel. What are their slopes? 3 and 3. If we graph them, they will run side by side like train tracks. Parallel because they have the same slope. Take a moment and try to identify which of these are parallel. I mean, yeah, I can't really see what's going on here at all. I can look at this one. See here that this slope is 2. What's the slope of the second line? I wish I could just say. I actually think it is 2, but I'm not really confident about that until it's in slope-intercept form. That's standard form. So, maybe I'm gonna have to do the work before deciding slope. Get y alone, okay? Because in standard form you don't see it. So before I decide I'm going to write this in y equals mx plus b form. Okay, so here I am. It's 2x minus y equals 5. I guess I need to subtract 2x. Plus 2. I get negative y is negative 2x plus 5. Divide by negative 1. And all of that work puts this in slope-intercept form. Y equals, negative over a negative is a positive. The real equation, I wish they would have provided in this handout, is 2x minus 5. Can you guys even see that? So I'm going to rewrite this as y equals 2x minus 5. And now I see that, yes, in fact, slope is 2. So this line and this line are parallel. Let's call this line 1 and 2 are parallel. And I'm going to isolate that. Christian, what are your thoughts on these two? Okay, are they even lines? They are lines. Let's recall what these lines look like. We forget about these lines all the time. They're too easy. And now we blank out. Alright, what does y equals negative 4 look like when it's graphed? Oh, that's the x, but you're right, it's up and down left, right? I'm gonna go where y is negative 4, this is the y-axis, negative 4. And I go this way. This is y equals negative 4. And now what you said is the x line, I put x at 2, and I go this way. This is x equals 2. Is this type of intersection called parallel? What's this one called? These are perpendicular lines. So x equals and y equals lines are perpendicular. That's the other side of this handout. Okay. Okay. This is the real work down here. This box here is really what we're doing. That was all just kind of whatever. It says write an equation of a line that passes through 2, 1 and is parallel to the line y equals 3x plus 8. Okay. Since it's parallel, we must use the same slope. So what is the slope? Kendon, what is the slope of this y equals 3x plus 8? We want to be parallel, so we want same slope. What's the slope? See the 3 right. The slope is the 3. So we want to use slope from here, but we use this ordered pair. The point they want us to use, we'll call x1 and y1. And now, what are we going to do? We're going to use point slope form, just like you have over. I don't have enough room. So I'm gonna wait. I want you guys to plug in M, plug in X1, Y1, get your equation, compare it to someone next to you. Don't just copy me. I've already done this once today. Plug in X1, Y1, and M. Yeah, ask somebody next to you. What is going on? Plug in the M. Go ahead and plug in. Point slope. X1, Y1, and 3. Because seeing people knowing what they're doing. What you're doing. Seeing people don't answer. You have to get Y alone. That's solving it, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to write skinny in here. Okay, here I go. So y minus 1 equals 3 times x minus 2. Ask a question. Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Put it out there. Put your question into the world. Megan, did you do this part? Dang it, Megan, I'm bored. I'm bored. Did you do this part? You did. Okay. Distribute. Okay, this is becoming a thing we're doing a lot now. A plus the 1 over, and y is 3x minus 5. That looks familiar. Okay, so in summary, a line that goes through the ordered pair 2, 1 and is parallel to y equals 3x plus 8 is y equals 3x minus 5. That's it. Okay. That will do it, but this time on the other half, we're looking for perfectly perpendicular lines. So we don't want the same slope. We want perpendicular slopes. Are we ready? We're going to skip this. You guys can save this for geometry. Are we ready for perpendicular? Perpendicular. Two non-vertical lines are perpendicular if and only if their slopes or opposite reciprocals. Wow, what a definition. What the heck is an opposite reciprocal? That's really how they describe this? Let me put up some pairs of opposite reciprocals. Let's look at what opposite means. In the math world, opposite means a different sign. I wrote this. Try this. Opposite means different sign. What does reciprocal mean? Reciprocal means flip. So we gotta flip it and change the sign. So if I was given negative 2 over 1. I flip it and I bring in a different sign. Let's try again. Let's say I'm given the slope negative 3 over 4. The perpendicular slope would be positive 4 over 3. The sign is opposite and is flipped. Do both of them. Nice definition. Alright, so, and you guys know that there's a 90 degree, right? There's a 90 degree. So, did you ever have a teacher tell you that this little, like, this has to be there for it to be oh, that's a right angle. You guys know what a right angle is? They put this thing in there. Perpendicular lines have right angles. So, you can prove a right angle with this little symbol, or future right angles are proven by showing opposite reciprocal slopes. Proven. Proofs. Geometry. I'm getting ready for geometry here. Alright, so yeah, these are perpendicular because it's negative 2 over 1, positive 1 over 2. Those are perpendicular. Alright guys, good. Identify which ones are perpendicular and explain why. Let's go with Christian again. Christian, let's call this number 1. What's the slope of this one? The slope is 1 over 2. How in the world did you know that? It's an M spot, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. What's the slope of this other one? It's positive 2. I can foresee it. Okay, good. Alright, so the first one, the M is the 1/2. The second one is very similar to what we did on the other half of the paper. I'm just going to do it real quick. I would subtract the 2x, just like what I just did. I'll divide by negative 1. For the second one, I'm just now figuring it out. The slope for the second one is a positive 2. When I rewrite it, it works out to be positive 2. Yeah, I agree. So, those are not perpendicular. It has to be opposite signs, okay? Not perpendicular. Terrible example, handout. That did not work out for you. One has to be positive and one has to be negative. Now, these two, yes, perpendicular. Y equals and an x equals are always perpendicular. One goes straight out the window. Okay. Now this is the work right here. This is the real business. This one little tiny box. It says write an equation of a line that passes through the point 4, 5, and is perpendicular to this line. Okay. 4, 5 is x1, y1. All right. So the slope we're given is 4/5, right? Because it's right there in the M. Wait a minute. Wow, that's stupid. I'm gonna put parentheses in. All right, the slope right there is 4/5. So what would be perpendicular to 4/5? Christian? Okay, thank you, Virginia. -5/4. Flip it and make it negative. So now we're going to use our point slope form. And this is good fraction practice. I know I haven't done many fractions, but they were in the book. So finally we have a fraction slope. So it's going to be y minus 5 equals -5/4 x minus 4. Please let me know if you have any questions about where I plugged in numbers. Distribute.